I'm Jessica. Thank you so much for joining me for this at-home walking workout. This is a workout that can be done in two ways, standing, or if you prefer, you can do this complete workout seated as well. I will offer some modifications along the way. I'm gonna go with standing today. I have my chair with me just to remind you that if you would like to use your chair to support some of our balance moves with these walking exercises, it is a great way to give yourself a little bit of a safety net. It never hurts to have it out. We will be working on balance with these walking exercises, so I do recommend better to have it and not need it than to find out that maybe you wish you would have grabbed it sooner. Okay, the only thing that you need for this workout, like I said, is the chair. Other than that, we're ready to get right on into the warm-up. Let's get going together. We're gonna start here on whatever side of the chair you prefer, or if you prefer the seated option for this workout, go ahead here and start with some nice, easy heel raises. We're not coming in to a full lift just yet. We're warming up the soles of the feet, warming up some movement through the ankles. Step it wide. Let's take some hip circles here all the way around. I want you to check in with your body and see how everything feels in this warm-up. That way you know if there are any modifications later on in the workout, you can adjust this depending on how your body feels today. Reverse those circles, other direction. I definitely want those core muscles pulling in towards the spine here. This is not hula hoop, so we're not going from the knees. We are taking these circles right from the hips. Great job here. Last one, beautiful. Let's go ahead, nice low march here. We're just gonna start picking up that heart rate. I have some really great exercises for you today. I recommend working in the moderate range, so on a scale of 1 to 10, right at about a 4 or a 5. This isn't a short workout, so I don't want it to be really intense and have you fatigue early, so save a little bit of energy for the whole workout. Whatever pace feels good in your body today to reach that level 4 or 5 is gonna work for you. For some of us, it may be a little faster, and for some of us, it may be a little bit slower to reach that level on the exertion scale. Let's go back to those calf raises here. All the way up this time, you have your chair. If it's a little more comfortable to take fingertips there and worry a little bit less on the balance. Great job here. Let's go ahead back to that march. Continuing through this warm-up, we're not going crazy just yet. And let's go ahead here this time, swivel those knees around. This is a much smaller circle than our hip circles. Be careful with those knees. Keep those feet flat on the floor. I want this circle small enough that you're able to maintain that without rolling the sides, the fronts or the backs of the feet up. Working on a little bit of knee joint mobility here. Let's reverse this around, opposite direction. If this doesn't work for you, go ahead and modify with some hip circles or maybe just a little bit of light kicking to flex and extend through that knee joint. Great job here. Just about ready to go. Heart rate is already coming up. And let's go ahead back to that march here. Check in, see how everything feels. For the most part, all of our standing exercises will be the exact same if you are choosing the seated option for this workout. There may be a few that you might have to dial a little bit differently. I will help you with that along the way. So do not worry, I've got you covered no matter where you are choosing to work today. Let's go ahead here, side tap. Nice and easy, land through the whole foot. If you need a little bit of help with that balance, you can definitely be standing behind the back of your chair, fingertips to the chair. Let's get some arms in here just to draw that heart rate up. Wonderful job here. Nothing crazy intense today. This is about bringing the heart rate up, getting those cardiovascular health benefits, improving circulation as well. And of course, getting into some of the fat burning zone. Great job here. We're gonna go back to our march. Little bit higher pace this time, and take those thumbs up towards the shoulders, working through a little bit of the biceps here. Whew. Great job. At home, you should be somewhat paced with me. I'm definitely taking in more oxygen. I'm having to take breaths in between some of my words, but I'm still able to get my sentences out. I'm still breathing comfortably, but at the same time, I definitely feel like this has been challenging. Great job of widen it out here. Take this march. Give me a bit of an arm reach forward here. Make sure you're landing nice and soft in through the whole foot here. You're gonna feel those legs working. Hang on to this. Stay here with me again. If that heart rate and exertion level is getting a little too high, you just go ahead and slow it down to a level that works for you. Every exercise is going to feel different in every body. Great job here. We're going to take some tap crossovers to the front right here. Give me an arm swing to the opposite side. Make sure that that feels good in your low back. Core muscles are pulled in, making sure that that low back and hips have a lot of support coming from those deep core muscles here. Point those toes. Work on getting a little bit of extra ankle mobility here in the front. Nice stretch. Sometimes I like to curve my hands down, stretching through the wrist, but also it just reminds me to keep pointing those toes towards the floor. Great job. Keep going with me here. Again, if you are not challenged enough, if you're right at about a 2 or a 3, increase your pace as long as it feels safe and comfortable to do so. If you're at about a 6 or a 7, bring it down just a touch. We've still got plenty of workout to go. Here we go. We're gonna take it back to this march. Great job here. I checked my steps before we started this workout, and I'm very curious to see how many steps I get at the end of it. So I probably should have told you at the beginning of this workout, but just know that we are definitely working here today. Maybe check after your workout today and compare it to a typical average day and see how big the difference is after including this walking workout into your day. We're gonna take 2 high knee marches on this next exercise. Fingertips to the chair if needed. It's a little bit of balance involved. We're gonna set it down after the second high knee march and take a calf raise. Nice and simple. It sounds harder than it's going to be. We're gonna go here, just follow with me. March and march, calf raise, march and march. You can alternate your starting leg, or you can just start with the same leg every time. Totally up to you, just whatever comes to you naturally. They're both gonna get the same amount of work. Great job here. Like I said, fingertips can come to the chair if you need a little bit of help on that calf raise. Don't rush through this. It's a bigger movement, so I do want you to slow it down just a touch. Great cardio here today. Even though this is a walking workout, you're getting a lot of hip strength, ankle mobility, and core work out of this workout. Great job here. We're gonna take a few more. Wherever you're working, whatever pace you have. Don't feel like you need to speed it up. Stay there. Let's go ahead and do one more together and come back to this march. Let's swing those arms forward and then swish them on down. Great job here. Doesn't have to come up high. Hands are coming above the heart. Heart is gonna have to work nice and hard to get blood up to those hands working against gravity. So keep it low and just swish here. If it takes you too high into that work zone. Beautiful job. Keep going here with me, walking at a nice pace. Good. We're gonna take out, out, in. So a wide step, and narrow. Out, out, in. Go ahead and just take a little mental note of which leg you are leading with. In the chair, you're just gonna step wide, wide, and tuck back to the center. Same move, seated, except you will not be moving forward and back. Somehow I got a little bit out of my workspace there. Great job, step it back. Now, I'm gonna challenge you to lead with your opposite leg. Switch it over and develop coordination on this side as well. The body may fight you a little bit. It may wanna go back to your dominant leg. Don't worry about it. If it gets a little mixed up through the signals, that's okay. Great job here. Let's keep going. In. Wide, wide, and narrow, narrow. Out, out, in. Great job here. Heart rate may come down a little bit on this one. It is a little bit more work for those leg muscles, a little bit less cardio. Take it back to that march. Great job here. We're gonna go ahead, take heels forward. Right here, tap it softly. I want you landing into that heel. If you can give me a little bit of a baby squat here on your standing leg, that's okay. I'll definitely take it. If you're just tapping to the front, that's okay too. Make sure that you keep a soft bend in your standing knee. I don't want it locked out and really rigid to the back. Keep everything soft, land soft. Great job here. I'm gonna take that extra little dip. I'm making sure that my booty is going back. So I'm not sitting forward into the knee. I'm sitting back into my hips, working on those posterior chain muscles here. It's a good amount of work. It does not have to be far, and it definitely does not have to be fast. Great job here. Let's keep going. If you are in the chair, I'm sure you figured out you just tap those heels to the front. If you would like a little bit of extra work, you can definitely take this into kicks. I really like to strengthen these glute muscles, really important for movement and quality of movement. It has a lot to do with low back health. So we're gonna be here for just a little bit longer. Modify if needed. Make sure those knees feel good. Even out your set here, and we'll take it back to this march. Great job here. We're not gonna come super wide, just widen out. Just a little bit wider than the hips. Bring those knees forward and up, just a little bit more. You are doing such a great job here. We are just about there. We are going to step. It doesn't matter what side of the chair you're on. We're gonna step this right foot forward, and we're gonna toggle back and forth here, stepping up and down, back and forth. Move those arms. We have a similar move at the end. We're gonna go ahead and come into a rocking horse where we lean a little bit more weight into it. Little bit of balance builder here. Great job. Keep going with me. In the chair, just work one leg, just that right leg, up and down. Nice and easy. Keep the range of movement small, but keep it nice and fast. And maybe challenge yourself and see if you can even keep it off of the floor. Great job here. March it back out. Make sure that as we get tired, this march still stays soft. We're not landing and crashing and getting really heavy in those movements. Stay light in those feet. Keep it light in those joints. Let's go ahead here. Take that left leg to the front. Very good. March it here. Same thing. Knee up, back and forth. You are doing wonderful. Keep going here. Hang on with this. If you are in the chair, just work with that left leg up and down. Whatever modification you decided was best for you on the right side, try to match it up here so that the work is the same and consistent throughout this workout. Beautiful job here. March it back out. Make sure that you have a little bit of room in front of and behind you. We are going to shuffle this up. Take it back. Tap and tap. Same thing to the front. Small movement. Tap and tap. Walk it forward. Walk it back. Tap and tap. On this one, give me kicks in the front. Shuffle it back. Wide tap. Very good. 2 kicks here to the front. Shuffle it back. Tap wide. Tap wide. Great job here. Little more movement in the chair. You are going to alternate between 2 kicks forward and 2 taps to the back. You can even throw in a little seated shuffle there in between those movements if you would like, if it feels good in your body. That's all this is about today. It's just about movement. Take it back. I'm so proud of you. Hang in here with me. To the back. Easy kicks to the front. Shuffle it back. Tap and tap. Bring it back to that march. Great job here. Go ahead. Take a quick second to check in with yourself. How is your breathing? How is your form? How does your body feel? And adjust this workout if needed from whatever you discover. All right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and take toe taps to the front here. I would like opposite arm up if that feels good in your body. If not, maybe give me a little bit of a swing forward, whatever works for you. Great job here. Keep working with me. Keep that core nice and tight. On this lean forward, you can lean that upper body back just a little bit if you would like to increase that core work. You will feel those ab muscles fire right on up. Make sure that it feels good in your low back. Awesome job here. We have some really great stretches at the end of this workout. It's really important to cool your body down to get these muscles back to their normal lengths. So please do not rush out of here before we have a chance to finish those stretches. Back to this march here. Great job. All right, we are going to step forward with the left, kick with the right, right leg comes back, left kicks to the back, forward and back. Great job. I keep working myself closer to the wall behind me. Then I realize I'm going to turn to the side and you follow along with me. So kick to the front with the right, step it down, kick to the back, with the left. Same thing here. If you are a little bit concerned with the balance because you are on one foot for a good portion of this exercise, fingertips to the chair. Make sure that you don't kick the chair. That doesn't feel very good. Keep going here. This is a great introduction exercise to our next exercise. It's very similar to this. We have a little bit of that lean forward and lean back movement. So make sure that this feels good in your body. Modification, just take the dip out of it. Bring it back to that march. All right away. Let's just go ahead, set it onto this left side. Coordination may be a little bit different here. That's okay. Might not be as strong, or maybe this side is stronger. Let your brain figure it out. Start slow if needed. Kick forward with the left. Step it back, kick back with the right. Little bit of a body dip in there. If that feels good, again, I'm gonna turn to the side. Great job. See if you can make this movement a little bit larger. If you have space, stepping forward, stepping back. Modification here, just a kick forward and a kick back. Keep it low so that you are not really having to bend through that low back to get that right leg up. Real high, it's not about bringing it high. Great job here. We have one more exercise for each leg, and then we'll hit those cool down stretches. Let's do a few more of these. You may be paced a little bit different than me, maybe a little bit slower, maybe a little bit faster. Let's finish them out together. Everybody take one more and march it out. Great job. Take this nice march. Just give me a swish through those arms. Give me a side tap and a reach across. Check in with those back muscles. See how everything feels and bring it back in. Great job. We are going to come into our rocking horse exercise. This is a great exercise. If you've ever taken an aqua fitness class, you're probably very familiar with this. It is a great exercise in the water as well as out of the water. You definitely have the option to take your chair here. We're gonna take that right leg, knee comes up, step it forward, kick that back leg up. Very good. You can see why it gets its name, rocking horse here. Back leg can stay straight. Just make sure that, again, you are not arching that low back, trying to get that leg really nice and high. Just bring it up enough that you feel work through the leg without increasing any stress through the low back. Same thing here. Hand can come to the chair. Help improve your balance here. We definitely want good balance, but we also want you nice and safe through this workout. In the chair, you are going to bring the right leg up, tap the left leg back. Nice and easy, or maybe just come to a march. Very good. Let's go ahead here and switch it on out. Left leg lifts to the front, right leg to the back. Same thing here. You have the chair here for a reason. If you need it, use it as little as possible, maybe light fingertips. Try not to hang on for dear life. Let your balance be challenged here. That's how we improve. But I definitely want you, like I said, safe, but I also want you feeling comfortable in the movements. Great job here. This is a big exercise. Let's take just a few more. Throw in some arms. Even if you're hanging on to the chair, Non-working arm here, this is a great place to get a little bit of work for the backs of the arms. And let's go ahead, bring it back in. Position your chair on in front of you. I'm going to stay this direction just so you can see much easier what I have going on. If you are seated, just slow down the march. I don't want to slam on the brakes in this workout. I want to bring it down nice and easy. Give your body a chance to ease back down. Beautiful. Tap it back. Same thing in the chair. You'll just have to go to the side, around the chair. Push through the ball of the foot. Great job. Let's take a flat foot, step back. Press into those heels. In the chair, I'm gonna have you give me a nice, easy lift of the toes. Flex them all the way up. Lift the leg nice and straight. You will feel the same stretch through the backs of the legs. Wherever you are working, take your time. Good, especially in that stretch. Hold it for just a couple seconds. Little bit of dynamic stretching here. And then, whether you decided to take this workout seated or standing, hopefully you grabbed your chair. If not, you definitely have time. Go grab one real quick. Take it to the seat. Great job here. Cross one leg over the top of the other. Sit on up nice and tall. Exhale, push those hips back and just fold forward. Feel a stretch through the outer hips and some nice ankle circles here. Bring it back up, uncross that leg. Same thing, opposite side, take it over. You can definitely cross it lower to the front if that feels better for you. Keep those hips back, stay heavy in the chair, ease it forward. Ankle circles here, just a few in one direction. And then a few in the opposite way. Bring it on up. Great job here. Let's take some toe taps here to the front. I know these legs are tired, but I want to get these nice dorsiflexors real quick. Keep toe tapping here. Smooth and gentle. Bring them all the way up. Hold and release. Heart rate should be lowering down. And go ahead, easy kicks forward here. Point those toes. See if you can draw the arch of the foot up by just squeezing the toes down inside the shoes or curling them under if you are barefoot. Awesome. Go ahead, send this right leg all the way out. I'm going to put my right hand here and I'm just going to twist gently to my left. Knee is over the ankle, so as far as you can go, maintaining that. Once I start this push out, I feel a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. It's not crazy intense. I definitely feel the stretch, but I am in no way uncomfortable. I'm not straining. We want to make sure we don't start exciting any type of pain receptor response in the muscle. Bring it back in. Take this one out. Same thing here. If you do not have a stretch, well, you probably have really great length through those inner thigh muscles without needing the stretch to help. So no worries if you're like, I just don't feel anything. It's a good thing. Great job here. Take it back in and let's go ahead. Inhale, send those shoulders all the way up. Exhale, roll them all the way down. When we think of walking workouts, I know we think more about it being lower body movement. People tend to scrunch. And all of that movement through the arms and the shoulders, I really want to stretch out this neck area and make sure that there's no tightness or tension in there. So just shoulders all the way down, broaden them open. So imagine taking this front part of the elbow and rotating it out to the sides. Great job there. And then same thing, turn those palms and the front part of the elbow all the way back. Roll it down, tuck the chin. Take some neck circles here. Make sure everything feels good. And then good deep breath in, bring yourself back up to the top. And let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick walking workout. I will just go ahead and remind you to please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. It supports me. It makes sure that these workouts are easy for you to find. You'll be notified every time a new workout comes out, so that way you won't miss anything that you might love and might be good for you. I am so proud that you have chosen to take time for your health and fitness today. Please keep making choices that support that. Until our next workout, thank you for watching. Keep taking good care of yourselves, and I cannot wait to see you guys again. Thank you so much.